Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
Third down, out of the shotgun. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
When those counter plays are tough on a defense, defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Pressure is coming. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And they've got the returner corralled. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Gets the first and still running. Great move in the open field. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football, and teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation, but the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. He'll hand it off.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Tigers are in the red zone. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Gets rid of it on the move. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Clemson getting set with a first and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a quick grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's QB sneak. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Steps out at the 9-yard line. What a play by the defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The Tigers will line up now. It's first and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here. I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on third down.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
See if they can convert the point after. kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. And the Noles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the Seminoles will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The sack sets up a second down and very long. Let's fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them, because let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game. Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And now the handoff. The Noles pick up enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Finds his man. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be 1st down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to launch it deep again. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. And that is going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Clemson offense is back out there. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. Defense is coming after him, trying to extend the play. Throws it in. It's Bickley. That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
The quarterback gets the credit for the play, and deservedly so. But let's also recognize the receiver's awareness to know what's happening and to break off their route to find an opening like that.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the option play. It's a quarterback keeper. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got them to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the 1st down and keep working clock.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Jukes to get free. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Tigers looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and another incompletion.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They add the extra point and the lead down 21-zip. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Nice grab. It's Peterson. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. So it's incomplete. Pass caught, but they rule him out of bounds.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in a national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game. And
he'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Florida State. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Knowles. Now the try for two. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they line up to kick the extra point. It's blocked. It's picked up. This is a live ball here.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Washington. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their pass.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's caught. It's Washington. Oh, and the ball is not free. Who's got it?
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Quarterback drops back. And it's caught, so the 2-point conversion works. Back to a 1-score game. Hope still alive. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Third down and inches.